Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my Chelsea career mode. Today, this is a new episode or a new series I'm going to start. Now, we tried it earlier on in the year. Don't worry, I am doing other stuff as well on FIFA. This is, something else. Now, if you saw a video the other day on FIFA of Arsenal Rebuild career mode, by the way, I was just doing a test run for something. And basically, I was just doing a quick test run, but neither here or there. Anyway, so Chelsea career mode, of course. Let's get today's episode started. We're just doing a bit of customization. And yeah, this is going to be my more regular career mode series on the channel because, yeah, this is going to be Chelsea career mode, the team that I love, of course. And yeah. Now, I don't want to make it like Frank Lampard career mode or anything like that. I've put my own details in to the actual system sort of thing. So, yeah. Overall, hopefully we can have a decent career mode. Now, Chelsea managers don't really tend to wear a tie, do they? Most of them don't. Let's choose our uniform or what I want to wear as manager. I'll have the club badge with the club jacket basically because I always like that personally. In terms of trousers, let's have a look. I think black will do. Black's okay. Now we can choose a tie. Actually, I may change the jacket and the top. In fact, I know this ain't the main attraction. I'm gonna go for a blue jacket. Let's have a look. In fact, that looks pretty nice, don't it? Blue and black. There, that's sick. I'll take that. It's pretty simple. Nice blue jacket. Unless I go for the black. Let's have a quick look at what that black would look like on black. So, black on black. Looks a bit dull. How about pink on black? No, we'll go for blue on black. So yeah, there we go. So blue on black. Chelsea, of course. No other team really can choose, really. How can you not go for the team that you love the most? Of course not. You can't. Now, as I say, this is going to be my career mode. I'm going to be doing also rebuild series alongside this. Okay. So hopefully you'll like the rebuild series. Currently doing Arsenal. As I say, I did release sort of like a video. I was doing a bit of a test run on it and check whether it works, sort of thing. So yeah. No transfer ban. Ugh. So, well. Now I'm going to override this CHE one, because that was actually the original Chelsea one. As you can see, I've got a few different ones running. I'm doing a player career mode with my brother currently, so, you know, well, he plays that anyway, the player career mode as Mo Salah. But anyway, so this is the current starting 11 Chelsea currently have. Personally, I don't like the formation. I prefer player 4-3-3 attack. Right. Who do we keep and who do we chop, I guess, or get rid of? Now, Callum Hudson-Odoi, do I need you? Probably not. I'm going to play... Probably... It's either replace Christensen or replace Zuma. So Rudiger and Christensen will be my starting back. We're going to take Giroud out of the team. Put Loftus-Cheek on the bench. Take out put Mount on the bench. So that's going to be my midfield. Left back, we'll go for someone else at left back. Right back, happy for now with our captain, just about. His overall rating is just okay. Why is that Costa on? Don't know why he's on. Go for Willian up front. So, really, I'm gonna sell a few players as well, or shortlist a few players. Today's episode will be mainly focusing on our first two Champions League games, plus the transfer window. Okay, so I'm gonna sim majority of Premier League games. We'll play the UEFA Super Cup and against Young Boys, okay, today, and maybe that Liverpool game. So yeah, right. Gonna get some players. Got 137 million, so we're good on budget. So yeah, let's go get some players. So, gonna aim to get Gabriel Jesus. Don't really need anyone else from any of these suggestions. Right. Timo Werner. Let's have a look. Where is Timo? I think it's Timo Werner. Yeah, it is. Or actually, Werner. Okay, his contract expires in 12 months, so we're not actually going to make a bid for Timo because basically, if his contract is expiring at the end of the season, we could actually get him on a free deal in the January window. So we'll bear that in mind. Need a left winger now. I think I know who I want in my left wing position. It's got to be Eden Hazard. No, I'm only joking. Wouldn't have Eden. Well, actually, I wouldn't mind Eden Hazard coming back, but I think there's someone better. It's got to be Vicius Junior. Hazard's good for now, but you know, wouldn't ever have him back. Modric? No, I don't need Modric. In terms of Hernandez, no. There's Melito. Don't want him actually. Like, he was good actually. Suggestion in the Arsenal career mode. I will say that, but for this career mode, definitely not. We'll keep our goalkeeper as it is, but we will change her up. Now, Arthur, we know he will become good eventually. Dembele, got to shortlist him. Griezmann, centre forward. Could be actually a good player to take or have a look at. Frankie de Jong, obviously. Got to have a look at him. Don't need Roberto. He's pretty good stats. Ter Stegen, German goalkeeper. Now that's the thing. German goalkeepers tend to be the best in the world. I always think, personally. Well, they've had now two proper brilliant goalkeepers. Sancho, got a shortlist him. Wasn't he a good player once? Pretty sure he was. Wexel. Or Whistle. Whatever his name is. Rios was good actually. Very good Rios is. Back in the day. Well, even now, to for this day. He's a pretty solid player. No one else from this side. Just having to think. This team's pretty average, but they sometimes deliver good stars every now and again. No, I don't think there's anyone here that I'd be interested in. Right, Alaba. He's certainly good. So this season, what we're going to do, we're going to fill the holes that I feel that need filling. By the way. Now, Lewandowski, by the way, he is, by the way, my favourite, well, actually, favourite other non-Chelsea player in the world, literally. Lewandowski, you just can't beat him, I'm sorry. Literally. Lewandowski is just phenomenal. Like, I think if there was someone outside that top two of Messi and Ronaldo, Lewandowski is that third player who surely, you know, deserves lots of credit for what he's achieved in his career. I really like Lewandowski. He has, in my opinion, he's earned his badge or stars, if you know what I mean. Really, really good player. Lewandowski is probably one of the top. Well, he's easily Bayern Munich's best player on the pitch each week. But you know, he can do incredible things, Lewandowski. So just having a look through some of these players from other teams. A pretty decent team. Every now and again a good player pops up from there. Actually, going to look at how good the German league is, it's actually pretty good in terms of amount of good players there are. There's quite a few good players in the German league, in the Bunza. I went to Milan, sick team. When you consider all things, they're one of probably best Italian teams of all time. Not too long ago, actually. It was only about 10 years ago. They won the Champions League, they did. So, not too long, actually. The last time they won the Champions League overall. Probably feels like age, I imagine, for most. Milik. Leon Bailey. No, not Leon Bailey. Unfortunately, no, I wouldn't go for Leon, unfortunately. Bit, not my cup of tea, really. Like, yeah. Not really, you know, fan of Leon. Alright, Donnarumma. As I said, better goalkeeper than current Chelsea goalkeeper. But I'm not actually looking, by the way, for necessarily a player that is better than, you know, Kepa right now. Kepa is good, but I just think there are better players. Oh, there's Milik. Yeah, 83, you know, rated, but 25 years old. He's not, well, he's not, you know, he's okay. I guess with that rating, you know, is he a player I'd want? Personally, no. Is he going to win you the league? Probably not. How long is he going to stay at your team for? Maybe a couple of years, so long you can keep him happy. So, it's not maybe the best player to go for. Ronaldo, now, Ronaldo could bring in, but wouldn't want him, don't get me wrong. Be pretty sick though to bring in Ronaldo. Now, Dybala, or Dybala, pretty good player actually. Formula 1's on today, by the way. Sky Sports F1. It's on actually, just to let you know. If you watch Formula 1, it's Max Verstappen on pole position from Sebastian Vettel, who, well, I am a Vettel fan myself, or Ferrari fan. Charles Leclerc got a 10 place grid penalty, meaning he'll be starting from 13th, by the way, on the grid. Just thought I'd let you know. Right. I think that's enough shortlisting for now. Right. What positions do I want? Right. I think left wing I'm happy with. I think we've got to get a striker. And I want a left back, 100%. So they're the two positions I'm willing to really spend the cash on, shall I say. So right, we could go for Tino Werner. He's a cheap player, shouldn't cost any more than 40 million, I would say. In terms of his potential, well, it is actually a pretty decent potential. But is he going to be someone that I would aspire to have maybe in a few years' time? Probably not. No, maybe I would want to replace him later down the line. But for now, he would be better than what we've got. In terms of our left back, it's either Alaba or... do I get anyone else? Well, it's Alaba in there. So, left back's easier to decide upon. So I think we'll start through making a bid for Alaba. Okay, well we can't make a bid for Alaba for whatever reason. Okay, so we need to find a new left back. I know, just come to my head, Luke Shaw. You know, pretty good he is, ain't he? Hope so. Anyway, unless there's someone in this, could go. Got Arnold to shortlist. Arnold, Robertson, could go either Robertson or I think let's have a look at City's left backs. They got Mendy. Is he any good, Mendy? Stones is actually pretty good. Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced with left backs. I know Luke Shaw is certainly good. I don't know, I like Luke Shaw. I don't know why. They're saying to me that I think Luke Shaw is one of the best left backs that currently in that Man United squad, and probably one of our best players. He seems a real leader in that squad, in my opinion. Right. So as I say, left back, I think it's either Luke Shaw or Robertson. Robertson will cost more, certainly around 50. We'll go for Luke Shaw. I'm gonna bid 30 mil or something around there. 20 mil. We'll see 20. If we can get him for 20, that's a good price, I think. I doubt we'll get him for any less than 20. overall, because A, it's Man United, and B, he's actually fairly good. Yeah, I thought is about right. So remove a sell-on clause, we'll take him down to 22. Let's see whether we can get 22. Right, I think we do have him now on the ropes. Luke Shaw's certainly gotta be now coming, because it's only £1 million off. Yeah, there we go. See, I knew once we got him down to 23, well, he's on the ropes. Now, in terms of striker, we could go for Jesus or Jesus. I don't actually know whether that is Jesus. Give me a minute. Like, because, you know, I want to make sure I'm not pronouncing his name wrong. Like, I know he's Brazilian, so it would be Jesus. But, you know, just in case, you know, I'm pronouncing it wrong. So he's Brazilian, ain't he? Probably. What language? It's Portuguese Brazilian, ain't it? Brazilian ain't a language, it's Portuguese. Phone working? So it's Jesus. Or Jesus in German. Oh no, that's German. I don't know why I'm going on German. Jesus. There you go. So I'm gonna make a bid for Jesus. I know it's Jesus. But yeah, Jesus will come to Chelsea and replace Tammy Abraham. Hopefully Jesus can give us some holy water. Sorry if there's any Catholics, or, you know, if I'm offending anyone slightly, but nah, it's only a little bit of a joke, I guess, you know. But yeah. So anything we can get less for Jesus. So Pep's gone up, we've gone down. Let's see if we meet a bit less. 35 mil maybe. Go up slightly. Okay, so they're going to take some time to consider that. So, right, we'll bring in Luke Shaw for now. We should have around, even with Jesus coming into the squad, we should have around, actually, 40 million. So we could go get another player, actually, as well on top of this. So actually, I think we're in a good position here that we can go get someone else that maybe we like as well. So I feel like we're going in the right direction in terms of building the right squad. Like, so Luke Shaw's guaranteed now to be in the squad. So Luke Shaw, you're going to replace Emerson. Going to keep Emerson on the bench. We're going to take Alonso out of the squad, and we're probably going to sell now Alonso because of Luke Shaw's arrival. So yeah, we'll probably sell Alonso. We'll loan out, certainly try and sell Giroud, and probably loan out Tomori, and loan out some players. So this episode, actually, I'm probably not going to play any matches this episode. Probably focus on transfer windows. Yeah, change it. Not play any matches. Transfer window will focus on, maybe play one match at the end with the team, and we'll see. Sorry if I'm annoying people through changing it, but yeah. Now, do we need Caballero? Probably not. And I don't know why I renegotiated his contract. Baba, who is Baba? I never played, well, never really see him in action much. Right, Tomori, we want to add him to the loan list. Emerson, Word also to the loan list. Actually, no, we'll remove from loan list. Transfer list. Christensen will keep. Zuma, should we loan you? Probably not. No, I think that'd be a bit stupid. Reece James, add you to the loan list. So I want to loan out a few players, because don't get me wrong, if some of your players are stuck at the club and they're not doing anything, they're pretty, well, you've been a bit stupid, I would say. We don't really need all them players. Mount, I'm going to add you again to the loan list, because I think, even though Mount is a decent player, Giroud we're going to try and sell. Pedro, yeah, we'll sell Pedro as well. And Morata we're going to recall from loan, actually. I forgot we had a Morata. So, there we go. And Tammy Abraham we're going to loan out. So, effectively, for now, we'll put Morata on the pitch. So, Morata's going to be starting up front. We're going to have Callum, who will replace Sapracosta. I'm happy with that. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. So Morata, if let's say we get Jesus, we'll put Morata like somewhere on the bench, probably replace him with Mount or something. Yeah, for now. So yeah, that's the idea. Hopefully, and hopefully we'll loan out Tammy Abraham as well. Get some of them players out playing in a loan period, because even though good in real life, unfortunately, I really do not agree with their FIFA rating right now. Like, you know, is really Tammy Abraham 76 overall? I think he's a lot better than that, personally, myself. Like, I'm not saying he's massively better than that, but I'd at least give him an 80 or an 81, you know, overall rating, really. I wouldn't give him anything less than a... Certainly nothing less than a 79, but nothing higher than a 83 or a 84 overall. Like, I know that sounds pretty high actually, 83, 84, but he has actually done really good for himself, and I think, you know, 12 goals, that's the same as Sergio Aguero, which is, and his overall rating is 88. Like, probably in years to come it will go up, I would have thought, but overall. So, did they accept it? Yes, they did, which is good. So, 35 million, Jesus will be coming to the squad. Then, that is obviously good. I'll accept that. That means we don't have to play him every game, more or less. 5-year deal, that's a good deal for me. So, yeah, we're looking good. I think we're bringing in the right players, and we've got certainly plenty of money left. So, there we go. So, Jesus and Luke Shaw have been confirmed. So, right, we can now bring in now still a third player. I feel like defensively we're going to be okay. I'm just worried about the midfield and maybe the right wing. I'm going to go for a right winger, actually. I feel like Puzzlage is okay. He will do the job. I'm just a bit concerned that we don't have the right player in right wing in Willian. I just think he's a bit old now. And I would prefer someone else to come in, give me a bit of comfort. So they want 71, so I'm going to try and get this down quite a bit here. We'll offer 45. Let's see whether we can keep going down. The more we can go down with the price. Right, so that's a very big drop. 47, let's see, that's about another 2 million we're adding on there, and it's only a £10 million drop. There we go, so that's a decent drop. Maybe we're asking for 71 million pounds. We've literally taken that right the way down to 47, so yeah, that's a very good deal indeed. And we've still got 30 million pounds left, let's not forget that. So yeah, you know, overall we got a very good budget, you know, still left. I'm going to save that for the January transfer window now. We'll probably play 1 or 2 games. I think we'll play 2 games. Let's offer about 100,000, let's see. So they want 110. I'm going to try and remove the bonus. I'll keep everything else as it is. Okay, they want a little bit more wage now. That's okay, I'm accepting that. It's only 125,000, that's a pretty good price. We've got 29 million pounds left in the bank. Willian will obviously be on the bench. Like, yeah, overall, I'm gonna put obviously Jesus on the bench. Now, funny enough, Jesus is worse than Morata. Okay, that is a very interesting dilemma we've got there, because I was saying we were gonna play Jesus, but actually, yeah, I'm gonna still play Jesus. over Morata. So yeah, obviously we recalled Morata from loan, so that's perfectly fine. You are allowed to do that. But actually, I don't know why we don't do that in real life. Probably, actually, I think most Chelsea fans would prefer Abraham than Morata, but in the game anyway, Morata's seemingly better. Even though I wouldn't agree with that. So we'll play the Liverpool game. We'll skip to that Liverpool game. Sort of. We'll skip to the Roma game. Then, if any transfer offers come in, sort of thing, and for any others or loan spells, you know, we may have to accept some of them. Let's see how our inbox is doing. So there's been a transfer offer for Zappacosta. Transfer offer. Transfer. So yeah, nothing so far. Really. So obviously still nothing, as it appears to be so far. No one's really kind in. Right, loan offer for Abraham. That's good. Obviously got Christensen when rejecting that. We're gonna reject the Tammy Abraham move. I'm sorry, not Tammy Abraham. Batshuayi. No, we'll keep Batshuayi. He's a decent player. Right. Right. Loan to Buenos Aires. So Argentina. Yeah, we'll accept that. Fine. He'll get plenty of playtime, which he needs really. Whereas here, he's just not going to get as much playtime, which I don't really want him to be stuck in the squad, if you know where I'm coming from, or just stuck on the bench. So. Okay, that's broken down, unfortunately. But there's been a transfer offer now for Giroud, Oliver Giroud. So, obviously, also a transfer offer for Alonso. Now, Alonso was one of the players I'm pretty sure we transfer listed, so we will accept that. Of 17 mil. 15 mil for Oliver Giroud. I'm going to actually negotiate here. Try and get 25. I think 25 is a realistic price for Giroud overall. So let's see whether we can get 25 mil for Oliver Giroud. If not, what we can do is we could actually maybe add on a fee, like a sell-on clause, but will Giroud move again? So they were thinking that. I would only accept the sell-on clause if they give me 18 mil, so that's 2 million over what he's valued at. So they're really sticking to their guns here, aren't they? About 17. Don't want to come down too much on Giroud because I could get a better offer. Okay, they'll do 17 mil, so they've paid £1 million over budget. For obviously Saliva, or whatever their name is, you know, they've paid like £5 million more, so effectively they've paid a bit more over the budget. Right, we'll skip another like 5. We'll skip to the end of the weeks till Saturday or something. So hopefully there'll still be more players that will get loaned out and get them moves in, obviously, before the end of the window closes. Alright, Giroud has been sold. Alonso transfer talks. Okay, so Alonso's still here. Few other offers have come in, well, not unfortunately. Now, Pedro. Let me have a look whether I transfer listed him. Because not everyone I want to get rid of. I only want to get rid of, well, not get rid of them, but Pedro is on the bench. Probably wanted, yes, I did want to get rid of Pedro. So I just want to make sure I wanted to get rid of Pedro just so I knew. So received offers. So Pedro, we will accept that move. 16 mil. Loan offer for obviously Mason Mount, and a loan offer for Reece James. So we will accept them two moves. So long they want to move, obviously. That's the tricky bit, is the loaning. The loaning I find more trickier than transfers, because loan moves tend to break down quite quickly and can break down quickly. So obviously this is his second loan move. This one's a bit more local, so maybe he will go a bit more local, because Argentina is a long way, like whereas France, Nantes is a little bit more competitive, a bit more like Premier League. The other two, Galatasaray and, you know. So, Abraham been loaned out, Reece James been loaned out, and Mount's been loaned out. That's obviously good. Batshuayi, we're certainly not selling him, so obviously, yeah. I think we're good so far. I think we've done everything we need to do. We're getting in a few players as well. We've sold a few. So the budget is certainly balancing out slightly. Loftus-Cheek. So I think we're okay now. Let's have a look. We've got 61 mil. So effectively we've got certainly money for that winter window as well. Yeah, I think we've done all the business I need to do. So we'll now skip to the game. I'm not really too disheartened if we can't sell Alonso, you know, because he's still a good player, don't get me wrong, very, very good player. So, right, we'll skip to the Liverpool game. We'll play Liverpool, we'll play Young Boys. Hopefully we'll do well in both of them 2 matches. Hopefully we'll do well in the opening game of the season against Manchester United. We've got a few new players in. We've still got £61 million. We've done, I think, decent business overall in the summer transfer window. Overall, we've done really all that we need to do, in my opinion. We don't really need to do anything more. Tammy Abraham will get game time. Mason Mount will get game time at the new teams they're at. And guess what? We won our opening game of the season 2-1. So we picked up 3 points. Let's try and win our first Chelsea Manager Trophy, but before we do so, we'll attend the press conference where we're going to speak some stuff. So, first question is about the final, about how we match. Will the outcome of the last match affect the strategy of this match? I'm going to say a close call is a learning opportunity. So yeah. You've been quite busy on transfer market so far. No more than 3 players bought. Should we expect to see more players leave the club? We sell some players until the end of transfer. I'm going to put, we're building a winning team. And that is what we are hopefully doing. We're building a team that can win games, win matches, and win trophies. And this is our first opportunity against Liverpool. We're going to play red versus blue because they don't really clash them colours, do they? So yeah, I think we got a pretty decent starting 11 now, a bit stronger than what it was. And in terms of the players out on loan, they're going to get game time. So when they come back, hopefully they should improve quite nicely, which I hope they will. And if they do that, then we're in a better position going into next season as well. And this season is just about building on next season, building hopefully a winning formula. And just because they come back doesn't mean that they're going to gain, like, you know, loads of skill levels. They may need more loan periods, maybe, or they may not even get a team. Maybe I'll sell them. I don't know what I'll do with, like, Tammy, Abraham, Mount, and obviously Reece James. Obviously, I want them to work out at the club eventually, but obviously right now, unfortunately, there's just no need for them in the squad.
It is a fixture that is practically guaranteed to get pulses racing. Quite the history between these two.
But in real life, don't get me wrong, the situation's completely different, obviously, based on the transfer ban. So yeah, here we go then. For our first cup match, Liverpool vs Chelsea, UEFA Super Cup, and here we go then, kick-off is underway as Liverpool kick off the opening first few minutes of the game, obviously controlling the ball, obviously. They now make their first attack towards goal, Mane.
Well, the Super Cup final rewards the 2 teams that win the major trophies in Europe, the Europa League and the Champions League.
Box area, unfortunately getting cut out though by our squad, and again back in Liverpool's possession. So Liverpool having a bit of possession here in these early few minutes, which is okay. I don't really mind if they get a bit of possession, so long we sort of start eventually to pick up the pace. And that's what matters really. But here we go now on the counter attack up the pitch. I think that's offside, yeah, I am right. So Puzdilic getting caught offside unfortunately by the Liverpool defence. Whipped in the middle by obviously Fabinho.
Roberto Firmino.
Henderson.
Others in the vicinity.
Not too sure what that player's name is, of course. And in towards Kepa's first real opportunity to obviously take the ball away from the opposition. And here we go then. Up towards Kovacic. Here comes Kovacic. Oh, almost getting in. That's the first opportunity coming actually our way, surprisingly. So we're the first ones to get any like proper decent shot, and it was on target. So Alisson did have to work for it a little bit there.
And Pulisic has it.
By Pulisic.
Not what he was intending. Bad pass.
17 minutes gone in the game, and it's still 0-0. But we have had a one shot. Liverpool so far haven't had a shot technically. They've had an opportunity, a few opportunities, getting close to our box. By the way, in case you're wondering what difficulty I'm playing on professional. So that's one up from Semi Pro. If we find it too easy, don't get me wrong, I will happily change it. But I think it's professional. You get that nice balance where well, you can concede goals if you're not playing good enough. And yeah, you can lose matches. Obviously, still. Maybe it's a bit too easy for me nowadays. Maybe I should take up to that next level eventually, which I would consider doing, maybe against a weaker side. But for now, more than content with obviously how we are, as in playing on professional.
How many times do we say that?
Overall. So anyway, Gabriel Jesus now on to Pulisic. Jesus, Kovacic, onto Jorginho, whipped into Kovacic. Kovacic makes it 1-0 Chelsea. I know it was a bit of a sweaty one, I guess, but we take the opportunity. We get all our men forward more or less. We were working sort of as a team there. And Kovacic making a few good old breaks, must be said for Kovacic. You know, really pushing himself up the pitch, and overall he gets in there, right place, right time, and makes it 1-0. So Kovacic is the first and scores Chelsea's opening goal in this first 45 minutes.
And they are back
so
underway. Chelsea
overall not bad. So 1-0 to the Chelsea, which is very, very good indeed. Pretty happy with that, with the 1-0 score line, of course. Obviously we want to score more, so let's not just sit back and see that 1-0, but Mo Salah, can he whip it into the box? And Kevin does make a save, so that's the first shot, but it was a bit weird because players got the ball then, didn't get the ball then. We got the ball, and then Mo Salah eventually got the ball.
They really haven't created enough, not tested the goalkeeper, not tested the defence. Mind you, on it.
And here's Jesus. Jesus makes it 2-0. Then he scores his first goal for Chelsea in a final in the UEFA Super Cup. So it looks like we are going to be taking home the UEFA Super Cup from the UEFA Champions Leagues, or the Champions of Europe. So it's 2-0 Chelsea. Alisson's conceded 2 now. Then here, it's a good way to start the season for both Gabriel Jesus and for Kovacic. So 2-0 Chelsea. Then here, and Gabriel Jesus lethal in attack. That's why we brought him in. He's quick on the attack. He's not slow. He can deliver when you ask him to, and yeah, really, Liverpool got to be a bit disappointment with their first half situation.
Just needs to up the tempo a little bit.
So yeah,
had some joy,
not good for Liverpool.
The team is so really clicking, but it's just not quite there.
Regained possession.
Kovacic, Kante, back onto Puzdlic. Puzdlic, can he become the third goal scorer? He's going to have to run with it though. If he's going to become that third goal scorer, off the crossbar, getting in the way. If it was a little bit lower, that would have been in. Definitely beat the goalkeeper, but yeah, 2-0. Then could have easily been 3 before the break just, but it's unfortunately, well, fortunately, I should be saying, not unfortunate, because unfortunate about it. So yeah, dominating the first half, and we are. The only bit we could improve on is possession. No fouls, so it's been a rather clean first half, and no corners, 2 offsides. That's the only problem we've had. But otherwise, everything's been going our way. Let's have a look at some of the match highlights. Can you do that? I presume it's instant replays. No, I don't think you can, which is a bit weird. But anyway, 2-0, we'll take it. So, yeah, overall, just given back the possession of the ball, which is a bit terrible. But anyway, so Christensen, Rudiger, and we haven't been really tested too much defensively.
Gabriel Jesus.
Jesus getting tackled. I was going to try and turn around the player, then run back, sort of thing.
And that puts them in position.
And Liverpool almost getting in there. So Liverpool really getting close then. That was probably Liverpool's best opportunity of the game. Kepa comes out. Obviously Mane trips over Kepa after the actual shot was taken on, so it wasn't a penalty, of course, because of that. But maybe in other circumstances could have been. So we've got to be a bit careful with that. Don't want to get too many opportunities like that. Well, we're sort of risking it. Kante, can he make it 3-0? No, because that would have killed off the game 100% then there. If we could have made it 3-0. Like 2-0 is still a good lead, don't get me wrong, but 4-0, 3-0 would obviously really kill off the game. Obviously, yeah, really, I don't see any way back. Jesus giving away ball again, so maybe that's something he needs to work on, Jesus, or we need to work on. We're controlling players, but I don't know why people say, he needs to work on this. Like, yeah, I guess in a way you do.
Danger averted.
So Kovacic, turn our
Chelsea
player.
Struggled with possession of it, but when they've had the ball, they keep delivering the sucker punch. A great advert for Lopez.
Kovacic seducing with his passing.
By the way,
not quite.
the other week, it was quite a few weeks ago. I think it was back in May or September. Went to the Chelsea Stadium, bought the new Chelsea kit. Because the Chelsea kit actually for 2019 came out earlier this year. So bought the new Chelsea kit, and actually, tell a lie, my favourite driver, obviously Vettel, uses car number 5. Now, obviously, I'm not saying Jorginho is my favourite player, but I obviously got my name printed on the back of the t-shirt or the shirt, and yeah, obviously, whilst getting my name printed on the back, could choose a number, and I chose number 5. Mainly for Vettel, but I never knew at the time Jorginho actually used the number 5 until it was only about 4 weeks ago when I found out. So yeah, well, I guess it's not weird, but odd, I guess, to me sometimes. Yeah. And Pulisic does make it 3-0. So earlier he got his opportunity, it hit the crossbar. This time it goes into the back of the net, and that is 3-0 Chelsea. Beautiful shot, came off his boot beautifully, lovely run. Bit like, well, actually a bit different to the first one, because first time round sort of maybe didn't have as much breathing room. This time he has plenty of breathing room, and that is 3-0 Chelsea. Puzdlic, Captain America, making it 3-0. So Jesus, Puzdlic and Kovacic making it 3 goals. Can anyone, score 2 goals? I wonder. Obviously, right now it's seeming like each of our Chelsea players, you know, well, our front three have actually more or less scored, you know.
Gabriel Jesus now.
So on to Pulisic. Here we go, Captain America back on the run. He's going to have to work for this one a little bit harder than Kovacic. Back into Jesus. Is that a goal? I think it is. It seems to be onside. And Jesus is that first double goal scorer of the match. 4-0 now. We're ripping Liverpool to shreds, literally, then. So that's the fourth goal, and that is our fourth match goal. 2 for Jesus now. That one, not as maybe, you know, good looking in terms of how it looked, but certainly probably one of actually the better goals I think Jesus scored, because it's more technical, that one, certainly. So Jesus getting on the score sheet then for a second time of the day. He scored in the 40th, he scored in the 80th, so very, very good for Jesus. Every 14 minutes seeming to be putting in a goal right now for the Chelsea, which is very good right now.
Teamwork of Chelsea tonight has been absolutely superb. The players have all been on the same hymn sheet. The flow, the movement, it's been brilliant.
Liverpool been beaten truly here, 4-0 right now. Can they get one back? This may be their last opportunity for the Liverpool side. And Jorginho gets the ball, passing up to Pulisic. Jesus. Kovacic, back to Pulisic. Pulisic breaking with pace, 2 minutes to go then in added time. Whipped in, Kovacic, oh, not a bad opportunity, just missing the goal, but a very good volley. Kovacic had the opportunity, he opened up the scoring, he could have closed the scoring through adding a second goal to his name also, but unfortunately he doesn't. But nonetheless, 4-0, it's a good battering, and it will be enough to win the UEFA Super Cup. That is our first trophy of the season. It's our first win as a manager in Europe, and that is a brilliant start to the season. 2-1 against United, 4-0 against Liverpool. That is obviously beautiful, and there is the UEFA Super Cup. Not something I don't think many teams desire really, but it's still important to win because obviously it is good prize money as well. A bit like Community Shield though, it's not something really you care about too much, but it does mean we are the biggest team now in Europe once again.
The fans are enjoying it. They'll be looking forward to 9 months' time when they're picking up a big one.
That is certainly the hope.
Obviously, there we go then. Brilliant opening game against Liverpool. And I guess the UEFA competition as well. Because obviously, well, we're guaranteed to be in the Champions League, but, you know, there we go. So there we go. We are the champions of Europe. Let's have a look at some of them goals then. So let's first start with Kovacic's goal. As I say, it wasn't necessarily about, you know, the actual goal. It was a bit sweaty, but it was mainly about getting ahead really. That's, I think, the truth of the matter. And Kovacic did have to work for it slightly. Came off the volley, not easy to do, but thank God he did it, because that passed into 1-0 and gave us a, well, the start of a few goals. Nice space from Jesus, or Gabriel Jesus, sorry, and yeah, nice goal actually. Looking back on it, probably one of the better ones of the night. Quite clean, quite good, nicely beaten Alisson then there, who couldn't unfortunately stop it, and that ended in the back of the net for Chelsea. Then the further goal, obviously, as I was saying, that further goal before the break would have put us ahead, but this came the third. Beautiful goal, actually. Very similar to the first opportunity he had in that first half at the end of it. And, yeah, very, very good opportunity. But this one he tucked away into the back of the net. Let's have a quick look if they show that miss. No, they don't, unfortunately. But let's have a look at Gabriel Jesus' second goal. As I say, a bit more technical this one, because it was a bit more tight and very close to being offside, I would have thought. very, very close. Must have been inches in it. But thank God it wasn't offside, and that made it 4-0. And as I said, a bit more technical because it was a bit of a difficult angle to score from. So yeah, overall very, very good. So yeah, 4 decent goals in there. I'm happy with, obviously. Then I think so. Post-match interview. We'll then play Young Boys for our final game of the day today. And yeah, obviously, I hope you've obviously enjoyed this first episode. Indeed, obviously, we'll play our Champions League match.
Can we just grab a moment of your time?
So, right. First question. Liverpool is a strong team, but winning at a 4-goal difference was out of this world. How did you pull it off? I'm gonna say amazing victory. So yeah, because it was an amazing victory, really. How come you did not give Barkley another chance to start? I'm gonna I put the team first because yeah, well, Barkley, he is a good player, but I wouldn't really call him a great player, if you understand where I'm coming from. Like he's just a bit average, really. But yeah, so that was first, obviously, match of the season. All went well, I would have said, for us. That first match we played of the season, I should actually say. So next we'll play Young Boys, of course. But before that, obviously, we're going to simulate till basically that game now. Hopefully results will go our way in them 3 games, or 4 games actually, because I think Wolves is before. So 4 games to our first Champions League match. Hopefully, you know, we can pull off a decent result against Young Boys in that Champions League group stage. And yeah, hopefully it'll be all good, like, overall, because really we want to win games, we want to win them nicely. So yeah, and hopefully we can keep up the performances also in the Premier League, which is important. By the way, aim for the season, I think, you know, if we can keep up the pace with, let's say, Liverpool, Man City, then Premier League would be obviously the ultimate goal. But, you know, not necessarily saying we're going to win it, just saying, you know, that would be the ultimate goal. But, right, 0-0, 3-1, 2-1, so we've already dropped 2 points by the looks of it. We'll have a look where we are in Premier League. So we should have at least, well, played 5 games if I'm correct with my maths. So we should at least, in theory, I would suspect, be in the top 4 with them results. So yeah, we'll have a quick look at how things are looking in the Premier League, of course. We're 4th, so yeah, that seems about right. 4 wins, 1 draw seems about correct, and where you'd expect, really. I wouldn't expect us to be anywhere else. So yeah, overall 4th place, that's not bad. We'll take it. So far, scoring 9 goals apparently. Conceded 3, so goal difference is 6, which is pretty decent overall. Arsenal, 5 points. That's a bit of a concern if you're an Arsenal fan. Overall, bottom 3 right now. Obviously, no real major concerns. But Norwich, Brighton, yeah, I guess so. That seems about right. Maybe a bit too many points for some of them. But yeah, overall, neither here or there. We're doing good ourselves. 4th place. That's really where we want to be. Right, Dembele's injured, meaning Willian will start. But do we give Willian a start or do we give? It's gotta be like if Callum Hudson-Odoi's gotta start in it, you know, overall. Anyway, let's attend the press conference. Hopefully team morale's happy. So, beginning your team, can your team start? I'm gonna say it's open match. Are the players underestimating? So, trying to lower our potential. So there we go. So that's press conference over. So Tomori, apparently he was offered something. What was he offered? Not too sure. So yeah, neither here or there. Got a player chat. Zap Costa. So neither here or there. How long is quickly what's his name injured for? 7 weeks. Adrian Christensen's injured for. Jeez. Okay, that could open up. Wondering also 2 months. Okay, so really for some players actually this could be a huge opportunity to get into the team. So right, we need to do a bit of adjustments here for the next few weeks. So basically both of our teams out. So we need, I'm going to put in Tomori into subs. And we'll play Zuma now. So Tomori's got to be a subs at least. I'll probably bring in Barkley, Ross Barkley. You know, so Tomori, you know, both Tomori and basically Barkley gonna come into the subs. And yeah, obviously Zuma and obviously Kalamazoo-Nadoi will be playing obviously, well, the football up front really for us, so that's okay. Obviously they're out for 2 months, so they won't be really fit till I would have thought November overall. So anyway, neither here or there. Let's get our first match underway. We should be still good anyway. I wouldn't have thought that them injuries are going to be a major setback. Maybe major setbacks for them, but not for the squad as a whole. We've got the players to replace, obviously, them lot. So I'm not too afraid if we get 1 or 2 injuries. So long we don't get many more injuries than that. Hopefully there will be injuries we get from now till at least when they come back. Or for a good substantial period, hopefully even after they come back, hopefully no injuries, because that's the last thing, because that's what can kill, I would say, well, a team really, ain't it? If you keep on having your players injured, yeah, it's not good. Obviously, I don't know how the injury system actually works. You know, I don't actually understand it in this game, if that makes sense. Because the way I think it should work, like, you know, it feels just random sometimes, injuries. Like, you know, you could, let's say, have a player out for 6 months, bring them back for 1 game, even though they're fully match fit, and they come back injured. So I don't actually understand how it works, as in the sense, I find it a bit confusing. I think it should be a bit more realistic, as in, if you don't rest your players enough, you know. Because injuries mainly happen towards the end of season, most of them.
Not long now until
or middle of season.
On match day 1 in the Champions League. Who will get off to a positive start with all 3 points?
No, you do get injuries also randomly. You can't ever know when an injury going to happen. I guess that's realistic in real life. Sometimes you can get injured, even walking down to the local corner shop. So it's never out of realms of possibility, I guess. Anyway, off we go then for our first Champions League, you know, group match, and hopefully
it is young boys
we'll do well. Only need you know 9 points to qualify really, or 12 points to qualify. So yeah, if we can pick up a win against Young Boys, that's a little bit of a, well,
and this is how the hosts
certainly
will begin
will
the game
make
today.
sure we
a standard 4-4-2, a formation you know well from your playing days, Lee.
Yeah, I like this formation, Derek. It's very, very important that when they have the ball, they're all
overall,
together, very solid.
let's see how we do.
It.
So
when they don't have the ball, very important that they stay close together in midfield.
Young Boys doing well to tackle us a little bit here.
But they've got to help the forwards. The 2 up front need width.
How long can they last?
And a look at the Chelsea starting 11. Kepa is given the green light in goal. Luke Shaw starts with Azpilicueta in the wide defensive positions. Jorginho plays with N'Golo Kanté in the centre of the park. And the main forward is Gabriel Jesus.
So on to Kanté. Kanté.
Can they take the lead? And he has just fractionally misfired.
Yeah, so Kanté
straight through the ball.
Or Conte,
sometimes you can get too
depending on which way you pronounce it. Not bad, first opportunity, he made a decent run, very good run in fact, but unfortunately, just putting his shot, let's say, past the post. But he did beat the goalkeeper, he made the goalkeeper, I guess, stretch a little bit, which is only good.
He's got all sorts going on for him, this player. Trickery, I don't mind that, I can play against trickery. Pace is a bit more of a problem. As soon as you got a player like that, you now have to manage him a lot closer.
Well, they can't quite take advantage in the end. Well, I'm hearing there's been a goal in one of the other games. Alan McInally can fill us in.
It's a goal for the visitors. 19 minutes played, 1-0.
Alan McInally with his finger on the pulse.
He's
got to score! He'll be cross with himself.
Not too sure who it is. I believe it's that Juventus team.
Wasn't it? Thrashed at it a little bit, went for power.
So we've now both had one opportunity each here in this first opening half of the game. On to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Callum Hudson-Odoi running down the ring on that right wing, but unfortunately that will be the end of that.
Plenty of players waiting in the middle.
Jorginho. Luke Shaw.
N'Golo Kanté.
Kanté.
Ball lost by Chelsea.
So back to Kanté. Kanté intercepts Jesus.
Pulisic.
And Pulisic.
They've won back possession.
Jorginho.
And intercepted.
Jesus. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Jorginho.
Pulisic.
Kovacic. Really struggling to find a way in the sort of park in the bus here. And they're trying to catch us on the counter, which is okay. I don't really mind that. If they want to, you know, as you'd expect, Chelsea would bring, I guess, the match to young boys more. But neither here or there.
Well, body in the way.
So
Kanté.
Kovacic.
Possession stats for Chelsea, pretty good, but that doesn't lead to goals necessarily. They haven't created enough. Too slow up front, midfield, very average. The coach, he's not happy at all. He wants more from this team.
So, right now, fortunately, no goals. They're getting opportunities, young boys are. They're not as bad as I thought. Is it wet, the pitch, actually? I think it is. I think pitch is wet, if not raining. So, Kovacic.
Winning a European trophy is never to be sniffed at, and it really was a highlight for Chelsea fans. The triumph over us. Good vision from Gabriel Jesus.
Kovacic makes the run. That's a penalty.
And the referee has
100%. So, before half time, we're going to get a penalty, yellow card as well. So, fair enough. That is certainly a penalty then there. 100%. Possibly, I would have maybe even given a red if I was the manager. But anyway, Jorginho will step up to take the penalty. Here we go then. And we missed! What on earth?
Oh, I used to take penalties and the rule number
one, dear.
The target. The keeper saves it fine. Do not
and that would have gone in if we didn't miss. I really, by the way, if there's any FIFA people, let's say, watching, that's one thing I don't like in FIFA 19. Sorry, 20, is the penalty system. I like how the game is, but I don't like the penalty system. It's a bit crap, because it feels just a bit too floaty. I swear, if you had that shot thing off, where it shows you which way you're sort of going, you would not be able to score a penalty. Whereas with the older game, or FIFA 19, go back like a year, it felt so much better, in my opinion, the way the penalty sort of work. Felt like, you know,
Jorginho.
if you missed, you would have to do something like really stupid to miss. I guess though it makes it a bit more tricky.
Chelsea taking on Liverpool.
Yeah, the fixtures coming
But
thick and fast. Should be
I think it's a bit too tricky.
That's not the commentator's
But anyway,
curse.
0-0.
Great strong
As we
tackle,
went into
throw-in
that
forthcoming.
second half, or as we go into second half,
And a
so
substitution
a lot closer
in
than
the
that
opening.
Liverpool game, which is a bit, I guess,
It's with
odd
Vitek.
to some degree.
Well, this is a story
so
well worth staying across.
flipped over.
Alessio Romagnoli could be on his way to Manchester United. Your thoughts, Lee?
Be bandied around.
So
Derek.
on the movement, and that's a brilliant opportunity for Young Boys, almost making it 1-0 Young Boys, but thank God Kepa was there to save the day
Mateo Kovacic.
this time. So
Baby shot.
still 0-0,
Soleimani.
and
With Oao.
Young Boys are
Passing it
sort
around,
of
looking
doing
for the
a
goal that
decent
would
job.
put them ahead. Surely.
Whew.
My goodness, Lee,
They're
the goal
really
that
getting
looked
some
at that
opportunities
point.
here.
Yeah, that's what
Young
they do.
Boys
Look
are
at that
really
save, a
are.
brilliant effort.
They're doing
Over it comes.
pretty decent.
That's all they can conjure for now.
Alright.
It's
Here we
Callum
go then.
Hudson-Odoi.
Callum Hudson-Odoi. Gabriel Jesus.
Gabriel Jesus. Kovacic has given it straight to the opposition.
Crying out loud.
Well, with your
Don't know
opponents
whether
bearing
we
down
can
on
win
you,
this
no
one
wonder you
actually.
want to just
That
get rid of the ball.
when you get to like this stage,
They will now make use
that
of
doubt
their
is starting to
substitutes
creep
bench.
into my mind slightly whether or not we can or
Here's
can't
Kovacic.
win it. Want to win it, of
Looks
course,
promising, this.
but
Hearing
just
that there's
not
been a
getting
goal in one
a
of the other
break,
matches. Who's it
unfortunately.
for? Alan McInally.
Which is a bit of a shame, really. I'm gonna have to maybe do something special.
Thank you, Alan McInally. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. And Pulisic has it. Chelsea couldn't maintain possession.
Really not getting that break that we need right now. And time is ticking away quite thick and fast now.
And now Jukic.
Right, I think we're going to make a change. Bring on Willian for the final few minutes. And I may bring on Morata. Do we bring on Morata? Or do I go for someone else? In fact, I'm going to go for Barkley. Give Barkley his opportunity. He wants a bit of play time. So Barkley, guess what? You can have a bit of play time. Then there we go. So Barkley and Willian coming on now the pitch. So obviously I know them changes are, well, not worse, but
Jorginho.
trying to push up the pitch a little bit, hopefully, with different players, maybe a few fresh legs.
Potential.
Hopefully it works. So Jorginho obviously been kept on the pitch.
And very deftly cut out.
So
10 minutes left for play in this match.
10 minutes left. Are we going to find a winner?
Here is Willian.
Can we find a winner? Barkley, Ross Barkley, the number 8 shirt.
Keep the ball.
And again, just not finding anything yet.
Inside the last 5
That would
minutes.
really
and 0-0
make
is
us
still the
feel
situation.
like, you know, we're going to pull out a win of this
Gabriel
one. They're
Jesus
defending
now.
very, very well. Has to be said for Young Boys right now. Is this the final opportunity for Ross Barkley?
Here's
On to Gabriel Jesus. And Jesus been tackled. And it goes up pitch into Rudiger. Jorginho.
Barkley.
Don't think we are going to get the win
And
here.
Chelsea still knocking on the door
But
in the closing minutes.
let's never give
Can
up.
they find a winner? Conte. And return to Gabriel Jesus.
Barkley
And that was a
trying to
very
find a way
fine
through.
read.
I think that is the final opportunity we had. And it ends 0-0 then here, which is a bit of a shame really. At least we picked up a point, I guess, but it's still
Well, it's not
a couple of points gone. And yeah, I'm not going to say I don't know what happened. We just didn't get attempts, or enough attempts. We were better with possession. We did keep ball more. So everything indicated we should have got more attempts. Just didn't get enough opportunities. like as I say, possession-wise, you can see possession there, 56 to us, 44 to them. But in terms of shots, we only got 3 shots. They created actually more opportunities. We got 0 on target, so accuracy wasn't good. Shot accuracy is 0, and there is 42. Yeah, I don't know. It was a difficult one. Maybe, you know, one of them games, you know, I guess. But yeah, and we'll do post-match interview. Then that'll be today's episode finished for today. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. I will be back with more. Do not forget to come check out my Arsenal rebuild series, which will be airing tomorrow. So yeah, you know, yeah, I'll try and make this a regular thing, if I can, which seeming to, but yeah, overall, Premier League's not going too bad actually. We'll play Liverpool next. By the way, matches I will play next time, just so you guys know. So we'll play obviously Liverpool once again. But we'll also play, I think we'll play Valencia and, well, the Juventus squad as well, and maybe we'll top it off with Newcastle at home. We'll soon see and find out. But yeah, opening Champions League match didn't go quite to plan as we would have hoped. But at the end of the day, I guess it could have gone worse as well, you know, as well. So yeah, see you all next time for another video. I'm your host, Julian, over and out.